Yo, 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 what is going on? IK fam, BN, we're back again today for another Dope Sauce Infinity Kingdom video. And I'm excited because we're going to actually be talking about two things that I think are really important. One, a portion of what we're going to be discussing is this IK Studio Q&A, right? So this is, again, the fourth Q&A or the IK Studio Q&A that they have released. There is some interesting information in here that I think will and could turn into something a little bit more. And then we're also going to be showing you guys off a new feature from the latest update, which is pinging people in chat. And if I have been messaged, then I'll show you kind of how it looks like. Essentially, it's like a little red squiggly circle line. But again, we'll show you how you can do that. So this will kind of be short. We might add in a little bit more at the end. But I wanted to come and kind of give you guys something nice and easy today. So the first thing, again, is looking at the number 4 Studio Q&A. Now, you'll notice there's only 5 questions that were asked, right? So we'll go through each one. It says, a great honor to hear you. Sorry, guys said, love IK. Very nice. Always happy. And then we have the third one, and we'll come back to number 2, which is saying that there's a bug in the Forge or something about being able to mute the game sounds and game settings when Forge, and the disturbing hammering and hardware sounds are quite shrill. I believe it's a bug. He says we received the bug report. Thank you to be fixing the newest update, which again, hopefully should be fixed now. Number 4 was, could I tap on the whirlpool and see the studio? Now you found us, come chat with us. So this person said, I didn't know you could tap on the whirlpool and see the studio. It says, now you found us, come chat with us again soon. And then you have from S72, wait, we can talk to the devs. A little this game just gets better. Thank you, Lords. Can always leave suggestions and opinions they have here. Now let's get to number 2, which I think is probably the most important one out of the 5. Saying that, congratulating on the great game, but that they had a comment and suggestion about there being too many events and kind of too little AP. We get frustrated losing events for lack of AP. Can you give more AP, please? So they say, we are currently looking into this issue. We're considering adding AP recovery items as rewards for certain events, and perhaps prepare AP recovery chests for events that require a lot of AP. If you have other suggestions, we'd love to hear them. So, you know, my thoughts on AP so far, which I guess is probably going to be a larger topic on just what the general thoughts are on AP that I guess we can kind of broaden it to. And let's go over a quick example. Let's look at the calendar currently, and let's look just for what we could see, right, going, up till Saturday. Let's look at all the events and talk about which ones really, really require a lot of AP before we then kind of get to the chat thing. So, city expansion, right? This is a building and research contest-based event. Not really going to use a lot. Double rewards. During the event, kill Trent, Bakken, and Rokes, and any level drop rewards will be ×2. Double drop doesn't stack with talents, as we know. Double rewards is arguably one of the, if not the most, AP-heavy events. So again, a lot of AP that you're using here. Expel gnomes, right? This is more so getting tiered rewards off as you defeat for them. And an example here is, as I'm kind of doing this, right, you defeat, I think it's 20. So there's 4 tiers, right, 5, 10, 15, 20. And that's just doing 20 daily before reset. And then, of course, you have the bosses, right? So this is for defeating certain level bosses as you get to a certain point. City expansion, right, building research, we kind of showed that off. Double rewards, right? I mean, double rewards, one of the best events for being able to get not only EXP tomes, but being able to get equipment and then even the the enchant stones as well, right? That are just going into leveling the equipment, getting the equipment for higher tiers to place on more immortals, and then of course experience for being able to level those immortals. And then, let's see if they have anything else here that's coming down. So then they have Prosperous Life. Not really. It says you're collecting. You're mainly doing like resource gathering. Infernal Assault. Right, this is the thing. They added, with the addition of Infernal Assault and, even Melina's Ambition, and then Battle of Asteria, right? These 3 new events that they have added into IK are extremely AP dependent. and you have to use a lot of AP. I mean, the thing about Infernal Assault, right, is Infernal Assault, I mean, honestly, at this point, arguably Infernal Assault is probably the best event to use your AP on. Why? Because it's the event that's going to give you the most amount of gold outside of COR, right, Contention of Relics. And then you have oh gosh, where is it? Battle of Asteria, right, where you're going to be able to get fragment chests, right, for your forge materials, and then crafting, and then you're also going to get speed ups. You get some other resources as well, right? But no matter what, depending on how you kind of look at schematics or artifacts, I should say, you still most likely will overvalue Infernal Assault because, again, that's the goal. Then you have Melina's Ambition, right? You're going to be able to get some of these items from here, right, with those being speed ups. You get some Philo Stones, right? But for the most part, if you're really kind of doing a tier list in order of the AP-dependent events, right, it's Infernal Assault first, as far as my recommendation. Then it's probably a toss-up between, at least I would say, a toss-up between Battle of Asteria and Double Rewards, though I would most likely still give the edge out to Double Rewards, and that's just because the majority of players are probably not going to be able to really hit higher level artifacts, right, as far as from your free-to-play base. So even though I could still see them being interchangeable, I still would probably outvalue Double Rewards a little bit more now than I probably would going for artifacts, just because of the fact that you're able to invest those resources to leveling up multiple marches as a free-to-play, right, comparing to someone who's a spender. Then I would probably put Melina's Ambition a little bit lower on the totem pole there. So again, just things to think about. Now again, right, these events can still give you good rewards. That would be my recommendation as far as how you're kind of valuing what to spend your AP on. But the fact alone is that they have added in 3 more events into the game that are very, very AP dependent. And so keeping in mind that they're now thinking about adding in recovery items, some additional ways to get AP, even if it's not direct items or pots, again, I think is a win, right? I think no matter what. Now, it's going to depend on when those, if those come out, and if they do, right, what does the recovery look like? Will it be more event-based as far as will it just run the window of time? Will they just allow for you to have them so you can use them in the future for any potential event or any situation, even if you're sieging cities? Right, whatever the case may be. Even though recovery items will probably be more of a recovery over time and not necessarily within a short window of time like it would be when you're sieging a city. But nonetheless, I still think is a good idea. The fact that they've acknowledged it, realizing that they're, you have to keep in mind, right, the current system, even though it was okay, you still had people that debated about whether or not we should be including more AP items or more ways to get additional AP, even when they didn't add these new 3 action point dependent events. So I do think that'll be good. Now let's round this out. And again, let me know what you think in the comments down below, right? Do you think they need to add in more AP items? Do you like the idea of them adding in AP recovery items to start, to see how that goes, based on them adding, again, these 3 new events? Let me know down there. And then the last piece we're going to talk about is how can you send at messages, which is a new feature that they've added in from the 1.5 update. And the easy way you do this, right, is I would go here. So let's say you want to message someone in World Chat, as an example. I would click and hold this thing here, and then I would send that person a message, right? Now you have to press and hold and wait for it to load, and then I could say hi, right? And here we'll do one in Alliance Chat just to give you an example. So I'll go to Ice, and I'll just say hi Ice. Hi Ice, just doing a test. I'll be like, just hi Ice. Just doing a test for a video. Thanks. There we go. Okay. And then you'll see, right, the ad goes here, and the ad is also clickable, which is nice, right? So if you see someone that's pinged, but maybe you don't see their profile, you could still click on them. So again, I love this. And right, how it shows up is as a squiggly. So you'll see a red indicator here. It doesn't look like the normal red. It's actually like a circle, kind of like a cinnamon roll, right? A donut. At least that's how it initially looked like for me, man, because I had a bite of Krispy Kreme donut this morning. It was fantastic. But that's how it looks. And again, it's now another way for you to get indicated if you are mentioned in one of either, right? The World Chat, Kingdom Chat, or Alliance Chat. So it's just a nice way. Now, I would like for them to change the color, because I think having it, maybe even if it's a blue color, right? If you're added in one of these chats, I'd like for it to be a blue color, because it's green if you get a DM from a player, and it's red if someone posts a message in Alliance, Kingdom, or World. I do think that would be my one improvement, is I love the feature of being able to add someone, but I'd like for it to be a different color. Right, maybe blue because you already have green and red. You can add blue in, or whatever other color you think of, but I do think it should be a different color, because you need to be able to easily distinguish. Even though the icon is different, I think adding a separate color would really just kind of take it over the edge and put it into that ideal state. But again, guys, look, that is it, and gals, of course, because we're gender neutral as always. Please let me know what you think about anything I've talked about in the comments down below. I would love to hear your thoughts and your feedback. And that's it for me. So until next time, and most likely tomorrow's video, if not the one after that, is going to be interesting. We're going to try and start branching out a little bit and kind of covering some general Kingdom Builder content, which I'm really excited to start bringing. But again, it's not going to change for anything that we do with IK, but hopefully just something nice and diversified that I can bring y'all and that we do have in store. That's it for me. We'll catch y'all later.